What's happening? This is David Banner, the God Box. You tuned in, watching, or logged into Culture, True Magazine.
Do you think that there's, or have you seen any conscious effort from, I guess, music industry executives to kind of push artists away from being, so political and trying to change things? I mean, when we look back at like artists like, Arrested Development, going all the way back there where, the conscious level was up, artists were coming out, Queen Latifah and different artists like that, and then those artists kind of vanished. Do you think that kind of like, people in the industry kind of keep it that way and like it that way?
That's sort of a hard question, bro, because, without empirical data, then we're being emotional.
Yeah.
And record execs were scared of me, so they ain't tell me shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I imagine that it happened. But I think a lot of artists put chains on their necks before record execs do. Like, they're so scared of offending white people in general that they mute and censor themselves.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about this. Like, white people ain't got to call us niggas no more. We do that for them. They don't have to, push guns and drugs on us. Like, we do that for them now.
Yeah, true.
You feel me? So it's sort of like we on autopilot. Without even thinking about it. We actually think that's a part of our culture. Africans didn't come over here acting like niggas.
Yeah.
They were programmed over 3 generations of pain and rape and death.
How do you feel about the word nigga itself? I mean, some people look at it and say, it's offensive. It's more of like the older generation, and some people are, it's a term of endearment between like, me and you using it, and we using it on the street and everything. And how do you feel about that being touchy like that?
I feel like it's a reflection of your culture and how you feel about yourself. See, what we won't admit is that most black people want to be white, whether they admit it or not. From the way that they wear their hair, from the way that they treat themselves, you don't see Jewish people flipping the swastika, do you?
I know,
you don't
right?
see them accepting the swastika, do you?
Yeah.
It's because of the way that they feel about their culture. But because chattel slavery was a bit different, and what we went through, and the fact that Africans, you can easily, without even trying to, separate them from every other race of people on this planet, it's easier to oppress them. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, in me saying that, we don't even know that, I always had a saying that gods create and niggas deal with it. We ain't got to flip shit. We ain't got to accept shit. We ain't got to keep eating like slaves. We ain't got to keep accepting the word nigga. Like, why? Why do we fight for it? Why do we want it so bad?
Yeah.
Like, you can literally infinitely call yourself anything. You are God. We create. We got swag. We come up with new words every day. Why can't we just use something else?
Yeah.
See, if that's the psychological trauma that we won't admit that we're going through. Why? Just why? Why do we want to do that so much? That's what I meant in Amy. Like, I'm not judging nobody. I can't tell you that I've totally taken the word nigga out of my vocabulary, but understand, when I call you a nigga, it's not a term of endearment. Or when I call you a nigga, I mean you a nigga. Mm-hmm. When I call you a bitch, I mean you a bitch. There's some niggas out here. There's some ignorant people out here, but there's some nigga-ass white folks, too.
Yeah.